Um, so I want to look at critical success factors for you as an incubator, things that are very key for you to do. Partnership with other stakeholders in the ecosystem. You need to work with other people that exist. For example, if you are an incubator that has chosen to go with the generic kind of model, you need to work with academia to help you be able to sift through the ideas. Uh, by virtue of their existence, universities do not go into scale stage, growth stage, and post incubation stage of acceleration or incubation. They will look at the pre-incubation stage, the acceleration, the support to come up with ideas. So it could act as a funnel for you, get in readily, somehow supported ideas into your incubators, so you don't now have to go out and do it on your own. Or you would work with the university to give you access to those young people to be able to do your ideation camps, your boot camps, your hackathons within those institutions. Or the private sector, these are the people that are going to be consumers of the innovations that are being created. So create relationships with such people so that if one of your businesses needs to go and prototype their idea with the private sector, you have a path for them, an easy path for them. Or even government. Sometimes they need patents, they need sorting their tax issues out. You need partnerships. You need, instead of you as an incubator teaching people why it's important to register their business or why it's important for them to be tax compliant, call in the tax body in your country to come and do it. Call them in, make them your partner so that they come and do those trainings for you. It's going to cut costs for you, but it's also building credibility for you as an incubator, because now government knows that you exist. It could either attract government support or even work from government. Most of our governments import this, the government offices are importing the software that they're using. But if they know that you exist and you're supporting young people to create innovations and become top-notch quality developers and business people, then they will be able to give them contracts or invite them for tenders that they are putting out as government or as private sector. Then other players in the ecosystem, like other incubators, what are they offering? Do not duplicate services if it is not needed. If someone is offering something and you figure out in your feasibility study that if I did this, it would be duplication, what more are they offering that I can offer as an incubator so that we work together? If they are an accelerator, can they now, after their acceleration, give me those businesses and I incubate them for a longer period of time and offer services X, X, and X that so-and-so is not offering? Then a clearly defined entry and exit point. You're letting them know right from day one, this is what we are offering, this is what we expect from you, and let them come up with the journey themselves. Let them give you the milestones of and targets that they have themselves. Do not do it for them as an incubator, but let it be very clear that you need to see progress. You need to see them moving, and certain penalties exist even if they're able to pay. If they do not move, let's say if they say we are trying to build this business in 3 months, or we want to have 5 customers in 3 months, and 3 months the road they have not been able to pull the plug and say, okay, you cannot be here if you cannot do this. But only do that if you know as an incubator the reasons that they have not moved, you have given them all your support and there's nothing else you can offer, and you let them know exactly why what is happening. Or you could give them chances and maybe allow them another 2 months or something, depending on what you decide as your exit and entry points. You can be able to set up those rules. Then structured support. Let them know what your offerings are. When you come in, we are going to do X and X. We are going to look at your financials. We are going to look at your this. We are going to look at your this. So they know the value that you're offering. It's not just office space. It is not just events, once in a while events that are thrown all over, but it is structured. And then expectations from the start. Some innovators or some incubators will come to you and they expect you to be the person who markets their business, the person who brings the investor and markets their business to the investor so they get investment. So they just basically want to receive money, or they expect so many expectations. Make them clear from the start. Be very clear on what you're offering, what you expect from them. And then what is your sustainability model as a hub? Because that is very, very, very key for you to be able to offer all these services. And I just want to touch a little bit on business models for income generation for incubators. Most recommended for me, I would say, that I've seen working in the different hubs all over Africa is the mixed business model, where you're getting money or income generating from different places. So if you're for profit, the last one will not apply to you. If you're non-profit, you're going to look at grants. You're going to look at paid training, where you're offering services. Let's say you're going to teach people become a seasoned web developer, and people are going to pay for that particular service, or become a certified CCNA expert, or become a different trainings that you can offer, whatever you choose and you have the capability to offer them to your people. Then research. You do research and get paid for it. Project management, where you're basically getting digital work and offering it to the incubatees that you have. So you have developers who have the skill that is needed. You're going to get the contracts, offer them the work. When you get paid, you offer them a certain percentage and you keep a certain percentage. Then hosting events at your accelerator or incubator, where, let's say, Microsoft wants to host something in your country. Invite them, let them do it at your space, but for a fee. And then also the tenants themselves paying something. In the early stage, you might allow them to come in and use your space for free, but make that limited. Say 3 months. In 3 months, while I offer you my space for free, I expect you to be able to raise enough money to be able to pay me X amount, and work it out. Have different kinds of payment plans for the different people that you have. For example, at Hive Collab, ours ranges from $50 to $300. It depends on what you choose as an incubator, but there are different various models that you can use.